Funerals have been held across Gaza after Israel launched airstrikes there in another breach of a ceasefire. Palestinians were attacked in their cars, homes and makeshift shelters. The Israeli military claims it's hitting Hamas targets after its soldiers came under attack. Hamas rejects those allegations, saying Israel is looking for an excuse to kill. At least 24 Palestinians were killed in Saturday's strikes.
We were feeling safe because of the truce. Suddenly, in a second, we heard 2 rockets. We went running to the houses and found that 2 houses are damaged. And who was inside? Women and children.
6 weeks into the ceasefire, Gaza's government says Israel has breached the truce 497 times. Those Israeli attacks have killed at least 342 Palestinians since October the 10th. UNICEF says at least 67 of the victims were children. Well, that means the Israeli military has killed around 2 Palestinian children each day during the ceasefire. Gaza's government media office also says Israeli forces have advanced 300 meters outside the so-called Yellow Line. That's the area where they were supposed to withdraw from under the ceasefire. Tareq Azzoum reports from Gaza City that people fear an expansion of Israeli attacks.
It's very hard to tell that there is a let up in terms of Israel's attacks on Gaza. We can see basically a relative concentration of attacks on areas that are located beyond the yellow demarcation line inside the areas that are subjected to the Israeli control. We can see demolition campaigns, systematic destruction, not just only for the civilian infrastructure, but for the general landmarks there, turning this area into a barren landscape. Simultaneously, on the ground, people are still waiting to witness full alleviation for the living conditions, and they are also sharing concerns about any potential expansion for Israel's attacks to include further areas in Gaza within the coming days. And all of this is unfolding, in fact, as Hamas delegation landed in Cairo in order to discuss the latest round of Israel's attacks on Gaza and to discuss further steps in order to move to the second phase of the agreement. That sounds very skeptical from the perspective of Palestinians in Gaza, who are still waiting to see the deal sustained and also filled with different advancements in terms of the flow of humanitarian supplies, their own protection, and also the reconstruction process that has been long awaited from their own eyes on the ground to take place on the ground. Tareq Azzoum, Al Jazeera, Gaza City, Palestine.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.